Talk Nation, welcome back everybody. This is going to be a special video because we're going to start it off with this. This is my first day officially that I'ma say I'm quitting smoking. No more Black and Milds, man. You know what I mean? I'm done. Start to feel it, man. You know what? It's time to quit. When it's time for you to stop doing something, you know it. You know it in your mind, your body, your spirit. Your body tells you. You know your heart and your mind been telling you, but you've been saying, you know what? Nah, man. After I eat, I gotta smoke. Or I'm stressed, I gotta smoke. About to go on break, I gotta smoke. No. You know it's time to stop doing something when your body tells you, when your heart tells you, your mind tells you. Once you start to get the message, listen. So let's move on. Anybody out there struggling, I feel you, I know. But if your mind and your body and your spirit is telling you, you need to stop, be strong, and just stop. Cold turkey. Don't give it a day. Don't give it 2 days. Don't give it a week. Because then that'll turn into a week, months, then years. Just stop. Cold turkey. Be a soldier. Don't only enjoy the fight game. Be a fighter. And that's what it's about. On to the fight. Crawford versus Spence. LeGaCy. HiStoRy. Somebody getting schooled in this one, y'all. Who will it be? Now, I told y'all a little while ago when Terence Crawford had an interview and they brought up Jerron Boots Ennis, how talented he is, how smart he is. And Terence Crawford replied, I'm a little smarter than Boots. And guess what? That fight in the future, if Bud does not possibly move up and stay up, I can't wait for it to happen. Because out of all the top guys, really, when you talk about Crawford and Spence, between the two, who I would love Jerron Boots Ennis to fight, Bud is the one that people say that will give Boots the most problems, even more than Spence. And honestly, I would have to agree. As talented as Errol Spence is, the dimensions of his game, I believe, will be and can be superseded by the talents of Jerron Ennis. And since we on topic, Terence Crawford, let's get into it. Now, Terence Crawford, 38-0, 29 knockouts, current WBO champion. He was undisputed at 140. So just imagine if Bud becomes a multi-division, not only world champion, but undisputed world champion. Because he also called out, possibly after he faces Errol Spence or Jamel, to not be getting them mixed up. Now, if hypothetically, if he's able to fight and knock off Charlo and take all those belts, can you imagine how monumental that would be? For him to be a 3-division undisputed champion, he already says that he has done enough for him to be in the Hall of Fame. He just recently attended the Hall of Fame. I guess he's trying to get a feel of the ambiance and the energy of possibly one day he himself being inducted and being immortalized forever as one of the all-time greats, because he is now in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Maybe he's getting ready. Now, if he was able to do that, become undisputed in 3 different weight classes, as far as the welterweight division, if he's able and successful in defeating Errol Spence, that will be a tall task. That's not going to be an easy fight. And although Bud has weapons and he's very smart, he can switch, and he does have power, out of I believe his last 4 opponents or something like that, he has knocked them down once to multiple times within the fight. So Bud does have power. He does have power. Spence said he's a little light in the ass because he came up. That don't mean anything. That's just talk, my brother. Bud is smart, and Bud is tough, and he's strong. He's one of those, he's just strong. He's just strong. You dig what I'm saying? You go back and you watch some of the videos, man, like you see Bud, man, this dude be wrestling dudes, doing kickboxing and kung fu and all types of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bud is just a naturally gifted athlete. Like how Roy Jones was special. They said he was more of a special athlete, athletic talent, opposed to boxing. Boxing was something that he did and did well. But athletically, Roy Jones was just special. Bud is kind of like that, man. Like athletically, Bud is just special. I mean, he does various things. I mean, from fishing, boxing, basketball, to all types of stuff. You know what I mean? And he's just a special fighter. Now, he's 34 years of age. Now, one of the definitive factors between these two competitors when they fight will be the fact that Bud can switch. Now, traditionally, he comes out in an orthodox stance, traditionally. And when he gets hurt, that's when you see Bud switch to southpaw. And you see, it's almost like not only he switches stance, but he switches mindsets. Bud, that's when a dog come out, you know what I mean? Like, he get in the trenches a little bit. He starts to get a little bit gritty once he switches to the southpaw stance. So a lot of people are talking about, well, what if he comes out in the southpaw stance? That is the question. Because if he comes out in the southpaw stance, opposed to starting traditionally how he does in the orthodox stance, I will be surprised. And that can be the first mental move in that chess match of a fight. Seeing how Bud is going to come out round one. Because I believe that in round one is going to not only dictate the pace, but it could ultimately dictate the general outcome of how the fight is going to play out. Is it going to be strategic? Is it going to be fast paced? Is it going to be more of a chess match? You know what I mean? Depending upon who gets caught possibly in the first round, can Bud take Spence's power? Can Spence take Bud's power? 12 rounds is going down with our body ball. Sweet channel, stay with a bodyguard.